on the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. A couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
On the ready.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Slide through. Cut, cut.
Throwing now off the play action. Taking a shot on the first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Drill.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
He cuts it to the right sideline, and he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Liking 18.
Working now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
He's brought down before the return gets far. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Airing it out to start this drive. Screen here for Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down, because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
32.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Well, a lot of effort there there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Set.
Throw here, 3rd down. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. 60 red. You yellow. Smash. Red. Ready.
Back to the air following that pick 6. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Come on, set. Yellow. Ready.
Gibbs now from the gun. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down. Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. He's going to throw it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions
back to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. He looks it down to the 37. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry.
Ready.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Set.
They give to Gibbs on the option.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On the set.
Browns rolling out 6 DBs. 3rd down.
Right. Ready. Ready. 52 blue. Beetle blue. Steel black. Cut.
3rd and long for him here. We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Nice, go!
Airing it out to start this drive. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Run right side. Judkins crosses midfield, still going. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They get 37 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Come on, set! Ready!
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing on 2nd. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Ready!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that is good for Detroit 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
Again, it's Gibbs. Massive hits, the ball's out. And this is going to be Browns football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
Back now, pressure coming. Sends this to the end zone. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Judkins. He has room past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go.
From the red zone now. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
70. Let go.
Judkins will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Ready.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The handoff here for Gibbs on his own read. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Running back motions right.
50 red. Set.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. Moving right, airs it out. Brought in, deep down the sideline. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Browns are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
We'll go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. Pushing it out past the 30. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Ready.
Judkins running between the tackles. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go.
Another game to Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Okay.
Ryan's in the nickel. This is third down.
19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Here he goes. Third and long. Escapes the pocket. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. The Lions get to it. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
70 Rangers, 60 Eagles.
They're going play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Let's go now.
Looking in the air here. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Browns with the lead here from Huntington Bank Field. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
60. Ready. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Throw right side. Dale has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41.
Get it. Viking 18. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Handoff now to Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Back to throw. Oh, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Reichert connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Red, 38. Check, cut.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
First down from the 42.
Down. Eagle blue. 10 black. You yellow.
He's going to throw this one. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 45. White. Red. Cycle.
I'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Gonzalez has it.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Ready. 70.
Now looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warrior, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
They are throwing it again. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns will add to their lead at the end of the half. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns double their lead to 14.
31. Lions 17.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. It's an option right that begins this drive. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Go! Bronco 80.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns stretch their lead to 21.
38. Lions 17. Will Reichert.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Right. What? Red. 38. Red.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Lofts it deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Ready.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down.
Right, ball red. 50, green. Right, blue. Set.
We'll go with a design keeper. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Design quarterback run here. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Ready, set.
We've set it downs from 37.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 43. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he works his way for a gain of 4. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. This time it's a passing play. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Set. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
From the red zone now. And they pick him off again. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, charge, 60 Eagles, 60.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
From the gun on 3rd down. Into the hands of Dell. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Working on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throw here, third down. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On the give, here's Judkins. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ready.
All set now, 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
From the red zone on 1st. A little screen pass for Judkins. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.
Get it. 19, 18. Let's go.
Dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Let's go now. 60 by 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and a mile, he's passing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
60 by 6. Here we go.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Hunt.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready, set.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. 50, green. Ready?
Back to throw. A quick slant. Here's Laporta. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Here we go.
Back to Gibbs now on 2nd. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It'll be the Lions with possession, but this one pretty much decided at this point. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's out a little short of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the ready.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. That throw behind his intended target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Panther 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1st down from the 42. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Browns will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Judkins out the middle. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. 18, 60, ready.
Another one for Junkins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
We'll go with a design keeper. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they're going to be sent up just a few yards from pay dirt here. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Ready.
1st and goal, Judkins. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Browns put up even more points in a win. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead.
48, Lions 23.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Gibbs now from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. He's dropping back to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Christian Gonzalez has it! And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The 2nd down pass.
On the 2nd.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
19.
Judkins headed right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Set up. 70 Lions. Set up.
Here's Judkins. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Running this is Judkins. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, set.
Starting this drive with a design run. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
This offense is now left for some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. This time looking to throw. And they pick him off again! Christian Gonzalez has it! So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. And the scoring from number 8, it's another touchdown! The Browns continue piling it on here in the 4th. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns grow their lead yet again.
Browns 55, Lions 23.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of it.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
And the Lions, 1st down.
1st down, play action. He rolls to his right. That's Laporta again. And this one does not go far. Working quickly here. Takes the 2nd down snap. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that makes it 3rd down. He'll air it out on 3rd. That one complete to St. Brown. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set.
Setting up to throw. Throw caught at the 6. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout.
Ready?
Working now from the gun to the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
3rd down from the gun. On the move, headed right. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Lions putting up points in a game decided. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Lions will trail by 25.
Lions 30.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And there's